Hello everyone, Railgan here again with another ZvT. Today we're having a look at this GM replay that I played against Gusty. European GM Terran who apparently likes to go bio. He also likes to play with Thors, as I've noticed throughout this game, so we're going to have a very interesting game to look at today. And speaking of today I want to talk to you a little bit about the Ling Bane Muta composition in ZvT. A composition that I don't really hold to high regards, but a composition that people oftentimes request me to play. So I once again want to show you guys a little bit more of the composition rather than the usual Hydralisk, Ling Bane or whatever I play. I'm going to go for a 2-edge Mutalisk opener event, Hatch Gas, Pool Hatch Gas, Pool Hatch Gas, as I pretty much always do. Going for that fast creep tumor over here, spotted a bit with my Lings, saw the 2 early Marines telling me 2-1-1 it is, meaning a 16 Marine drop for those of you who are educated in what that actually means. What it means for me is that I have till about the 5-minute mark to get ready for my defense. I'm building that evolution chamber to try and get a nice little drop off that we see in a lot of my ZvT games, where I try to drop a couple of links into my opponent's main as he leaves his base as soon as the medivacs pop. Pop, he only builds 1 medivac. I think he made a mistake and forgot to build the second medivac, which is actually going to help him, unless he's trying to go for the double drop, in which case I'm kinda Shrek. Either way, at home I droned up 2 bases completely. I positioned my queens because I thought he might drop me there, then I realized that he's probably going to drop me over here. My drop in his main did of course accomplish nothing, as he was more than well prepared for it. The drop over here also didn't really do much. He killed 1 or 2 of my queens. Worker wise we are about even. I do have a slight advantage right now, but he also has the mules and no third base on the way. What we see right here is a big Marine move out. I'm building the evolution baning nest at home, as well as getting a second evolution chamber, getting the Mutalisk upgrade, and I believe the first Mutalisks are already out on the map. So that means I will have to fight this force head on. Because he's going for such a delayed attack with the 3 medivacs, I think he really must have forgotten the medivacs, because the build doesn't really make sense the way he plays it. Unless he knew I was going to drop him. But then it's kind of a gamble. Either way, the goal is to kind of kill the Marines here. He attacks shortly before his +1 is done, tries to save his Marines, gets out with a couple of them, flies them into my main base, and I just clean him up. And at this point I of course have a really nice advantage over him. And if I was a better third player, the game would be over right now, right? He doesn't really have a third base. He has one here, but he's not really using it. My third base is already mine droned up. Just have to put the workers in the gas. I can take a 4th base. I'm getting additional upgrades and everything is good on my side of the map, right? Let's mute the music quickly. Everything is good on my side of the map, but the Liberators are still here and they're still annoying me a bit. I actually take a huge amount of splash damage from them. I don't think he upgraded them, but they're still doing a lot of damage to me and are annoying me big time. So, makes the game kind of weird for me, because I lost a lot of mutas. Right there I had a really nice advantage and I really want to play it more aggressive. Right here is one of the key engagements. Let's go back. And now watch his Widow Mines. So what I do in this engagement is I see that he has all his Widow Mines clumped up, and I realize that there's no way I can punch through all his Marines, right? So what I do is I send all the banelings to his Widow Mines and I immediately blow those up, and then I try to get out with most of the mutas. I think I lost like 2 mutas there, or well, 2 mutas more than I should have lost, but that's fine. I then realize he has no more Widow Mines, so I try to go for an engagement here with my banelings. He will have to split his Marines, but I think he can do that. He lost his Liberators though, so he paid the price, and I just kill the Marines I can and then get out with the rest of my units while he's kind of stimming himself to death. My 4th base is finished in the meantime. I do have that +1 carapace as well. almost done, so it's going to be 1-1. I'm not really upgrading my Lings anymore, which is a mistake I believe, so no Ling upgrades. And I'm trying to be aggressive with my Ling Mutalisk force while using Banelings at home to defend. Where are they? I don't know, I think I made Banelings somewhere. Oh no, I didn't make them yet, I guess. Either way, I'm kind of moving around. Yes, that annoying Marine over here. And if you check the army value, my army value is a bit higher at the top left corner. Especially on the gas front, because I have Mutas, but Mutas are also not that good in fights, right? The Banelings are a lot better. They're also pretty expensive, but they're also a lot better. So I tried to see what I can actually do. I realized that he didn't really have any Widow Mines at the front. So that meant for me that I can be... Oh, that Widow Mine shot hurt. That meant for me that I can be a little bit more aggressive with my Lings and Banelings. Had he had them at the front, I needed to engage him differently. Like this, I could kind of just walk straight up to him. As you saw, I pulled a couple Lings upwards in the fight to try and detonate the Widow Mine. Sadly, the Widow Mine didn't really detonate the way I wanted it to, so not everything went according to plan. Either way, we're still going Ling Bane Muta. I mostly have Banelings and Mutalisks right now. I'm trying to see if I can pick anything off. It's kind of hard to do. He's being very proactive with his splitting. I'm in a pretty good position economically though, and keep in mind he's only on 3 bases, so he will sooner or later start mining out. He's doing a really good job splitting, so I can't really engage into him or do much damage to him. At this level of play you can kind of expect your opponent to be... to know how to micro his Marines, right? All he really has to do is pull them away, run away, and then in the end, and they're kind of split. So he's going to attack across the map right now, over here, and I'm just going for a counter. So this is a pretty scary force, right? And you can say, well, Railgan, how are you going to deal with this? I'm going to kill it with Banelings. I have a Ling run by down here because I realized with this Overlord that he was expanding here, and at the same time I'm killing his +3/+3 upgrades. That means he will always be on the same upgrades as I have. And he's also going to try and fight the Mutalisk with this force, but my main focus is on the force over here that I really have to clean. Mainly the Widow Mines that can be really annoying. So I send in a small amount of Ling and Baneling to try and detonate everything. I detonated all the Widow Mines, but he still managed to get a lot of kills there. Then he kinda messes up and loses the rest there. He's trying to kill the Mutalisks here, burrows the Widow Mines, so I have to fly away. I pulled the Lings back that I had attacking him over here. Mostly just I have to remove mistake, but it kind of went fine anyways, I think. So then I see that he has that 4, I immediately try to snipe it, but as I said, players at this level are pretty good, even about the small details, so he immediately dropped that 4. Good about the small details, not so good about the big details, like having Widow Mines in your natural. I'm going for an attack over here. Once again, I tried to blow up the Banelings, actually detonated them manually there to get the most damage in. We're both pretty low in terms of supply. My Mutas count is also fairly low, and I think right there I lost pretty much all my Mutas. Lost like 6 Mutas there, I think. So I don't really have many Mutas left. And he is doing a really good job with his 4 micro. He's now also going to start mining from his 4. He still has the Widow Mines over here that are really annoying. I'm going to try and detonate it with my Lings, and then actually forget that there's that Widow Mine there. Almost fly a Muta into it. Not sure. Oh my god. What is happening? No. Oh, that's okay. Could have been worse. I for some reason didn't really make Overseers. Small mistake, big mistake on my side. He didn't rebuild his... he lost a lot, right? I don't think he can even build force right now. Doesn't really have that much income. I mean, his income is still decent, but it's not that much. There's actually... sorry. Let me go back for a second here. I completely forgot about this attack. Been a while since I played this game. So there's an attack over here. What I try to do here is get the Lings on the force and then just kind of blow my Banelings into the bio. Force do a really good job against Banelings as well. They're not that good against Lings, but I think they also have been buffed, right? In a recent patch. I'm not sure if the patch is actually live yet. I don't know. Force are really good units anyways. And right here I'm going to lose a lot of my Mutalisks over and over again to the Force, because I don't know, like I'm trying to dodge the 4 shots, and then exactly at the same time as I'm trying to dodge the 4 shots, the Force just kind of shoot at my Mutas, and then I clump them all up. And even though there's only like 2 Force here, it's doing a really good job with them, mainly because of my bad micro though. My Mutas are pretty low, so I have quite a bit of trouble. I'm also building 9 Mutalisks right now, so I'm spending all my minerals on Mutas. Another shot into the Mutas. I was like, this can't be real. So I just sent in like 2 Mutalisks here to try and clean him up. I believe I also transfused some of the Mutas so they don't all die here. I eventually managed to clean him up here, and he of course doesn't really have that much left besides the Force. I mean, he has this base, right? This one is pretty much mined out. He's trying to mule there, almost the CC actually almost burnt down. And then I now have Mutas. I need more Banings, so without Banings it can be pretty rough to fight. So he's pushing forward here, and I can't really fight Marines with pure Mutas. But once I have a couple Banings, everything turns around completely. So I just blow up that Widow Mine, or rather detonate that Widow Mine, and then I go over here, and I think he's going to die here. Actually, it just surrenders because there's no way for him to come back, right? The Bangs would have killed everything down here, yeah, Mutas up here, so they wouldn't have had anything left. And that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this short, medium length video on the ZvT Mutalisk Ling Bane composition, especially against the Force, right? Dangerous unit. Either way, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Bye!